Hello, everyone. Good evening. We are about to begin our last match of Season 6, our Tier 4 Grand Finals. We are going to have Power Nap versus Hyperion today. We are actually about to get started with a 1v1 for the first map selection. So, with that being said, I'm going to undeafen myself and introduce Egg first, because he's on the left side, and Pancake, because she's on the right side. And we have two of our casters, Weeping, somewhere in there, and Playback. So now you guys get to watch the ridiculous idea that Space and Mevin came up with of a Jetpack Cat 1v1. In this corner, we have the Eggman. In this corner, we have Pancake. I hope Cat is on. I tried. No one like prepped me for this. I have no idea. Oh yeah, it's whoever wins. I'm not gonna make you do like 4. Also, we definitely NA hosted it, and I have no idea who came through stream and who didn't, so we'll find out later. Everyone's here, though. We have Egg and Pancake and Weeping and Playback. You guys get to watch. You guys get to listen to their nothing, because what do you calm here?
Yeah. What are you supposed to calm here?
Yeah.
Do the cat taunting lines? I don't know.
Meow meow meow.
Meow meow.
Meow, meow, meow.
Meow meow meow.
You guys gotta, like, actually fight each other.
Yeah, guys, beat each other up, please.
Come on,
We can't
Egg.
end this in a draw.
Fight her like a man.
Or like cats.
Like, felines.
I win.
Oh.
What is this mode? Is it like first to
GG.
whatever? I don't know the points.
I don't know what it goes to.
If you want,
Oh,
we can just do
okay.
that.
I can check. It's 5. First to 5.
Five?
It's 5. It's 5.
Yes.
Okay.
It's 5.
We'll go to 5, I guess.
First to 5?
Or you can just
Yeah,
end
first
it
to
here.
5.
We can go back to lobby.
Let's
Yeah,
just
this
do
is
best
saying
of
we should
3.
do first
Let's
to
just do
3
best
or
of 3.
Best of 3.
Yeah, best of 3.
Oh,
so
okay.
they need to win 1. Let's just do that. Because not trying to.
Oh, I was also wrong. It's who gets to decide who bans first, not the map. The map is pretty sad.
Yes.
Silly me. I swear I'm hearing.
Man, hurry
voices
to just kill
on
each
the
other.
voice. I think the fighter pilot skin makes Fortnite effects, sound effects. I swear, I
We should
heard
just
the
make it
battle buzz
melee
there.
only.
Yeah, we should have done a tour
Yes.
hammer only.
GG's. Yeah. Save my
Tour
character,
hammer
man.
only for the main
This save my character, man.
Alright.
Might be my character.
Alright. You guys
That's it, right?
are... Yes, you guys are free to go, and that means Power Nap will get the first band selection.
Should I leave the
Wow.
lobby, or is this going to be the same lobby?
It'll be
as
the same lobbies. You might as well just stay
Alright.
here.
I was gonna say, good luck.
I mean, Pancake left, but it do be what it do be.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know their battle nuts.
Crap. I have space added.
I think I do as well. Yeah, I do.
Here comes space. Alright, off that, they should invite their team.
space. I don't have, Wait, do I have Mevin? No, of course I don't.
So can we get analysis going on this cat gameplay?
I mean, that's your job.
Can't really give analysis on that. Nothing to say about that.
Yeah, just hard. Yeah, just
Maybe
just
hit more shots. I don't know.
hit more shots, move around better, take less damage, and that is pretty much it.
Well, while we're sitting here, I can show the team screens. Well, for some reason, Voyance isn't updated. He gets nothing. He gets to be
Voyant
empty.
Voyant is he him or like what's Voyant's pronouns?
I think it's he, him. I believe.
Okay, you think. Yeah, okay, perfect. If we get it wrong, we blank shot.
If I'm wrong, just beat me up. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm gonna go refill my water. We'll wait for map one to roll.
You enjoy the process of that.
Yeah, watching water fill up, it's just yeah. That is fine. Wait, are we audible on stream right now? Are we?
We should be.
Okay. Well, if we are, then hello and welcome to
We've been
the
on
grand
stream.
finals. Yeah, I know we've been on stream. Okay, but you know, double checking doesn't hurt to double check, does it? Anyway, hi everybody on stream. Welcome to this to what has been a highly anticipated grand finals game in T4 between PowerNap and Hyperion. Joining me are Chow, and we've got Weeping as well, who is obviously going to be back pretty soon, and we should eventually have Redacted join us whenever the King can make time for this stream. And both these teams are going to be, well, we know what they're pretty damn capable of. Hyperion, pretty dominant in playoffs, having beat a team, having beat Fantasy Star, which were an unbeaten team, by the way, mind you, twice. They've done it, and then PowerNap obviously having their own amazing run, if I remember correctly, lower brackets. Yeah, it's just gonna be one hell of a game to watch once everybody is in, as we process.
We're just waiting for space to get all of his crew in here.
Yeah. I mean, like finals is kind of the last thing you would want to forfeit. Right? So, as we can see, Pancake with the what looks like the full drives. So Pancake's kind of flexing on everybody at the moment. I've been playing comp and I've been winning. I'm just that much better than all of you. So PowerNap, they will have.
It's space, or whoever said it in chat, thank you for reminding me. Eris actually plays right next to me, and I forget that every keyboard click is gonna be on stream. So I will mute when I'm not talking.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's kind of neat. As we await bans and well, map pick does appear to be Lijiang though from Power Nap here.
The bans look like they are Ramatra and Farah going into the first map.
Ramatra. Okay, so Power Nap banning the Ramatra and Hyperion banning the Farah. So good choice for bans. Clearly very specific based on what both teams are going to play. So we are definitely in it to see what both teams are going to run. Both with rather strong lineups. And Hyperion in particular, I'm really excited to see players like Babayetu and Bubble really showcase their tank and DPS prowesses respectively. Babayetu on that tank, especially on that Hazard, I believe, the Reinhardt as well, able to do so much work. On the side of Power Nap, you have you have Egg who can do so much work on that support. I think the back line of Power Nap is really strong. You've got Space, obviously, extremely knowledgeable about the game, and well, it's going to be this is going to be a hell of a matchup.
It looks like they are ready. Weeping I don't think is back yet, but I am going to send them in just so we don't delay any further.
Yeah, that would be not the most optimal. As we head into the game now, Lijiang Tower, and this being Power Nap's map pick, we will find out very soon what both teams want to run. They have all the freedom in the world, minus the Ramatra and the Farah, to pick a set of comms that will that they can do something with on control center now. As we see on the side of Power Nap, we've got a almost a standard comp, but we're running this with a Mauga and the Emre Vendetta. That very standard backline for both teams, but on the side of Hyperion, we've got Babayetu on one of his signature picks, the Reinhardt. Bubbles on the Sojourn, and both teams, it's really just that Mauga versus Reinhardt matchup. It's really that tank matchup it'll come down to. Although, it's just Hyperion taking the TP. As we're heading in, the Disruptor's out early from Bubble right now. Fighting quite close quarters at the moment, but the hit scans looking for their angles right now. Although Hyperion appear to have slightly more space as they take server, but now Hunt is in. Venom though draws first blood onto Space. Bubble railing Void in the head as well, and Hyperion gaining control of the server seems to have proven favorable for them. The Lucio Kiriko off of Power Nap struggling on the far end of the coast as Nexus takes down Eggman, and Hyperion server room control favors them as they flip first. No ultimates out yet, but Hyperion able to just build that little extra charge, having won that fight, and Venom drawing first blood again, and Space is down, Eggman is down as well, and Venom able to find another couple of picks. This is brilliant from him. This is excellent. We know how capable Venom is on that flex DPS. Another fight win for Hyperion. And now there's ultimates coming up on the side of Hyperion. This just looks like one of those that they're gonna continue to snowball if Power Nap don't find answers. There's Babayetu drawing first blood. Now Venom with a brilliant stick onto Space. Bubble with the OC, and Coach is down. And again, Hyperion winning the fight quite comprehensively. And we've still got ultimates on the side of Hyperion, but now some coming up for as Nexus will initiate with the Kitsune Rush. The beat comes out as well. Bubble getting that first pick, but Coach nicely trading out Venom. This looks like a winnable fight maybe to a degree for PowerNap with their own Kitsune matching, but the beat's still in their hands, but Hyperion somehow still holding this strongly, and Bubble doing so much work dishing out the damage that he is. Hunt though managing to find 2 picks, important ones as well, as Coach and Voyant are there for the cleanup. It's just Venom alive, and although he takes out Coach, it's just not going to be enough. PowerNap will finally flip with at 99. But Hyperion are back really fast right now. Maybe they'll want to take this engage early. And they're already on point though. Hunt attempting to hold down the point, doing tons of damage to Baba Yetu. Eggman though, a boop onto Bubble, and then Baba Yetu gets picked off. And now it appears that PowerNap are starting to get their feet settled in. A fight win for them. And Hyperion, those back relatively quickly. They've still got about 2 to 3 fights left here. And Bubble initiating with the OC. The Vendetta's falling so low as Voyant gets taken down alongside Space. And Bubble is going unreal with this overclock that he's built up so quickly. Venom taking out Hunt. That might be the last of Control Center as Hyperion will take first round.
Alright, I'm finally back. I had to make sure my dog has enough bones for things to chew on.
Yes, sir.
So we don't hear a bunch of random barking during the stream.
Yeah.
No, we want Ollie barking. Can we put Ollie pictures on stream again?
I mean, that was when I was doing it. I just looked at my computer. But if in terms of like analysis from there, what PowerNap needed to do is they never went coast. I would have sent the Emre, definitely Emre should be coast. Probably Emre, Lucio should have went coast there. They didn't really take any angles here. So I think they got to do a better job of taking angles on DPS if they want to win this next round here.
Yeah, both teams sticking to the same comms though. Although Voyant now remembering that he can Symmetra TP his team, which is absolutely fantastic as now the space is although Hyperion still beat them to the space here. So Baba Yetu is holding the shield up, is already on point. This looks good, but if PowerNap take angles like Weeping said, this is a very winnable fight for them. Eggman though are hunting for a boop, but Bubble and Venom, the DPS line of Hyperion, is just doing immense work. It doesn't even matter that they try to take angles, PowerNap. It's too late. Comprehensive fight win for Hyperion.
Yeah, when you play that Malga comp, you gotta play fast. They took way too much poke, and you gotta get angles on these Reinhardts. You gotta get people moving. Make the Reinhardt get his back turned so he can't shield everything. And you gotta play fast too with the Malga comp. You can't be taking a lot of poke on Malga.
Yeah, you can be, and now they're trying to go far left, hoping to take this fight into more of a close quarters. Maybe more favorable for the Malga, but it's also favorable for the Rein, but Face getting fire struck and Hunt getting pinned by Baba Yetu. An amazing charge and Hunt is down. And this does appear to be a quick fight win for Hyperion as Eggman trying to touch, but late stagger, and Hyperion continue to rack up the percentage. We've got ultimates on the board right now for Hyperion. PowerNap falling so far behind. The OC is almost out as well. Kitsune Rush. The Nexus is just way ahead at the moment. And the OC coming out from Bubble, but this time I fear it's not successful enough. Face will shut it down. Voyant will take down his counterpart Venom. It's a good pin by Baba Yetu, but the Shatter well, it does get to people, and the boop from Pancake is good. Finds space. Baba Yetu charges Coach off the map, but unfortunately, it's just too little too late, as Power Nap will finally get the flip. Voyant though with a nice pick, a late pick onto Pancake. As for some reason, Hyperion still trying to fight this, as they're all back rather quickly, and Nexus going in with Tsune, which is matched by Coach. The Voyant and Eggman finding their own share of picks after Bubble gets Voyant, and Power Nap though punishing Hyperion's over-eagerness to engage.
Both teams still with ultimates here. We'll see if Hyperion chooses to play slow or take a fast fight with their ultimates that they have here.
Yeah, and now Hyperion are the ones who are choosing to go onto the far side, the close side, and they're already on point though. The cage comes out from Hunt, but the beat is only gonna catch 2 people somehow, someway, as Void is taken down, but so is Nexus. The trade and Bubble takes out space. And then Pancake and Baba Yetu following with their picks of their own. This point, the Power Nap just don't have the numbers to quite contest this. Voyant trying to fight a rather losing battle with the recall will just about live. Power Nap do have a touch in them here for sure, but can they capitalize off of the touch? Eggman just wheezing through. Baba Yetu with a shatter though. Baba Yetu doing his thing again, the classic tank stuff. This man is unreal on the Rhine, as Venom is there with the cleanup, and despite this round being a little bit closer, Hyperion will secure Li Shang, and that's huge because that was Power Nap's map pick. Huge stuff for Odyssey Hyperion.
Really crazy to see Baba Yetu just absolutely dominating on Reinhardt. You know, traditionally, you don't see Reinhardt doing great, but wow.
Yeah, just unreal showing again. This Baba Yetu was gonna be one of the players to watch. Bubble has really turned up as well, but that isn't to count out Power Nap though, because Voyant has shown so much potential in here. Like those picks that he would just get, the amount the amount of picks that he would just get. He's just like, there is potential in there's definitely potential for Power Nap to come back, as it will be their map pick next. So
I mean,
not
best
go
of
anywhere.
4 too. Remember that, so they have a lot of time to turn this around. If you're Power Nap, though, I definitely say composition-wise, I don't really understand playing the Mago with the Tracer. I think they should have stuck with the Vendetta, go Symmetra maybe. I'd say if you're gonna play Mago, you gotta play much more hard brawl. Instead of like the Tracer, take a Genji, take a Sim, take a, you know, Vendetta would have been a really huge picks. And there goes my dog.
We've got dogs, we've got keyboard clicks.
Who's
Got
keyboard?
everything.
Yeah.
Eris, it shows up on stream. If I don't mute when I talk, you just get him playing ranked in the background.
Go Eris.
Yeah, but well, Blizzard World is where Power Nap want to take us to.
And we have a Tracer ban out of Power Nap, and then a Sigma ban coming from Hyperion.
Those bans did not take long at all. Absolutely
No.
did not take no chance.
I was like, is there gonna be an intermission here? Do we pause? Nope, going right in. I like it. Both teams focused on one goal. And we have the rosters checked, both same rosters.
Oh, we gotta do our map predictions. How could I have forgotten them?
Get your map predictions in. What was the
Gambit.
pool here with I gotta go look.
For what? What are you talking about?
Because their options were Midtown, Blizzardwood, Kings Row. And I guess I find it odd that, traditional here is you go Kings Row. If you don't have that, you go Midtown. So I think Blizzard World's kind of an odd pick when looking at that. Yeah. So I kind of like the strategy for that one. Maybe you try to play, a different composition here. I'm curious if Bobby Yatu is just going to run it down on the Rhine again.
He very well might, and it's not really going to be a surprise, is it? Because it's been the pick that's been super successful for him. I mean, he's definitely not a one trick by any means. We've seen him on the Hazard, we've seen him on the Sigma, we've seen him on Heroes for sure, but he's capable regardless of what he plays. He's such a capable player at every tank that is within his hero pool.
Yes. I totally agree with that. We have... Oh, we had a bio break. The rosters will stay the same. And who added me?
Well, there goes playback.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll be back. I'll be back. I'm just sorting something. I'm fine.
As soon as you left, they put in their ready chat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was hoping.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
It was on purpose.
That's just.
Yeah.
You
crazy
did it
now.
because you
Yeah,
knew, like, if you left,
Yeah. I see how it is, please. I see how it is.
Just let me know when you're online. I'll reinvite you.
Yeah. I'm just entering. Might have to restart again, but.
Well, I'm gonna get them started, and we can just invite you when you're.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see if we have to. I can share screen for you.
Yeah. No, yeah, I appreciate it.
Welcome back, our lovely caster playback.
Thank you.
The best play-by-play caster.
Oh
I try my
God.
best to be like you.
Oh my God, I'm getting flustered in my own cast. This is amazing. I'm blushing right now, weeping. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
As we head into Blizzard World, though, this is obviously PowerNap's map pick. So bans, so Sigma ban from the side of Hyperion, and we've got hang on, is it a Sigma? Okay,
Sigma
Tracer ban from the side of Tracer ban from the side of PowerNap. So, and now these comps are looking kind of spicy here, weeping.
I like this. I like seeing the Rhine again. I think the Winston's a very, very smart pick here. Try to go something a bit dive related here. I really like it. We'll see how long they choose to stick Life Weaver. I'm thinking that's a potential swap. Kind of a discombobulated backline, but that's okay. We'll see how they choose to run this.
Yeah, I mean, it will be a fun attack to watch for sure, because, okay, this Life Weaver, no, okay,
There's
more normal.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but Venom on the Genji though, which will be quite the feast for the eyes, as they've already taken high ground here, with Hyperion, but Pancake falls first to Eggman's whip shot. Is a good first pick for PowerNap, and they're holding strong right now. Although Hunt falls low, he has the resources to get out. Venom very, very low, but Hyperion just holding that high ground by the right side. Oh, they're making the rotation. It could be a very good rotation for them, actually.
I think flipping the map here and flank would be good. Oh, they need to rotate a lot quicker though.
Yeah, as the Winston and the Genji are in, Voyant trying to make things happen. But the rotation though is so fast, and the map has already been flipped. This is smart rotation from Hyperion, but can they capitalize on it? As the Winston, they're getting immense value. What a anti-nade! And Hunt able to follow up on it with a 3k of his own, but Coach is absolutely coaching Hyperion with that anti-nade. What a nade, Weeping. That was unreal.
That was insane nade. 3-person nade. Ooh. Great follow-up too by the Winston.
Smart rotation, but unfortunately, like, with the Winston in play, probably not going to want to stack up like that. As Hyperion, time for a round 2, round 3.
Okay, Venom on the hit scan here.
Interesting to... Okay. But it's not helping apparently, as Pancake falls first again. Space having a moment of his own will get taken out by Bubble, but it doesn't seem to matter. Although Bubble taking out Coach as well. Now that could be a huge pick, because that is the Ana slow to get back, so maybe a chance for Hyperion to take next fight?
Yeah, they do got the long spawn here. That one's gonna have a long walk back. They're just on Brig Heals now. So you gotta play slow. Now they are coming up to ultimates here, so Winston could definitely play for a primal here. That is definitely a play.
Yeah, but Baba Yatu going on to the hazard now though. Maybe trying to have easier access to that high ground. Deal a little bit more range pressure as well. As Venom on the Sombra now. Not the hit scan, not quite to his liking, but Nexus already falling low. Cooldowns are baited already as Pancake falls first again, but Hunt is down. Key pick for Hyperion as Voyant with the blade is amazing as he picks up Bubble and Nexus. And Space looking to use the finish AI to take somebody out, but Voyant is just running rampant. 4 for him, and Space able to finish Baba Yetu and still holding so strong. Power Nap.
Yeah, that's only 2 ultimates out. You're coming down here, you're under a minute, and you do not have a lot of ultimates. They did way too much swapping here. You're running low on ults. You just have Override coming up.
Yeah, they'll have to hope that Venom can build up to this EMP in time, but Bubble now with the Override protocol of his own, we're gonna make something happen of it, but it's just being blocked by Hunt's shield right now, who is nanoed and takes Nexus out first. Bubble though trading out Voyant. Big is a nice pick. It's definitely winnable because Hunt is just too far in with no one from his team to help out. Baba Yatu is low, but he's gonna get healed here, and that lack of a tank for Power Nap looks like Hyperion will finally be able to push up. But there should be a recontest in. Venom and Bubble finding picks of their own here. Eggman taking out Bubble, but will it be enough? Hunt is in on the point with his primal, and Eggman with the rally of his own, but the beat seems pretty good. He's caught just about everyone that it needed to catch, and even though the Monkey and the Brig are alive, they're just backing out here. Or hang on a second, Voyant is in with the Vendetta, but they're just too low for this, isn't it? Baba Yatu surely, but that catches nobody. The ultimate catches nobody, but it doesn't really matter as Hunt and Eggman fall. Nexus finding a couple late picks of his own, and Hyperion looked shaky, but they can finally breathe a little.
Yeah, definitely. This is where you need like 3 guys on. Oh, that's a bad stagger there from Coach. He should die card there. But they should definitely be getting 3 on card here. There's no reason to push like this. Like, you're down on time anyways. And you see the same mistake coming in from Power Nap. They're not fully regrouping. Voyant swapping back to the Genji.
Yeah, but Voyant, he's been amazing on this Genji. It does make sense to keep it. Although you'll have to be wary of the Sombra, who is naded now. It's a good nade to force the Sombra out. But that does mean no nade for the next engage that Hyperion may be cooking up as this high ground's being fought for. And Power Nap, however, looked like they're in a good position all the way far back. Baba Yatu drawing a lot of aggro though. Right now, Venom is there to help him take out Space. The Emrays are traded out now though, but Voyant will find Pancake. And Venom will find Voyant though. There's a good translocator into reveal, and even then, it's kind of scrappy, but it looks like Power Nap are still holding this high ground quite strong. The engagement comes in from Bubble. hoping to find these pesky people hiding in the back, hiding so far back, but not able to find picks for it. Venom falling dangerously low, but will just not die. Nexus popping his rush, and Coach nanoing the Winston, looking to make something happen from it as he's onto Bubble, takes him out. Baba Yaga probably falls as well. The nanoed Winston proving to be too strong, and although Voin and Coach fall, it doesn't look like it's going to be enough because Eggman will take Nexus out of space. Find Venom Eggman having a run of his own with the break as the Power Nap hold strong. Last fight territory now, and one that Hyperion has to make count. They've only got the EMP, but the hazard coming up as well. And Hunt is in early, looking to force out something, but Venom with the EMP will take Eggman out. The downpour is out. It doesn't catch anybody other than mere zoning, but Space will take Pancake out. Hunt is in with the Primal. Space finding another pick onto Venom. The Primal looks like it's sustaining the point amazingly. Nexus will not be able to get enough progress on that card, and the Power Nap. It's great defense from them overall, holding so well.
Yeah, I think they kind of just started late behind the ball early. They tried to Ryan comp. I think they had to know sooner when to just swap that out. I think they played a mismatched comp. If you're going to make Ryan work on this map, I would just play the sim if you have a sim player. It's so much easier. They took way too long to try to flip the map. And then they would just caught themselves. I mean, Coach had the huge nade onto them. And then they kept swapping always. You know, they never really got ultimates. And I always say, when it comes to any hybrid map, usually you take point with ultimates. You usually want to play slow, build your ults, and they didn't even get Shatter up in time before they decided to go, and that was probably the costly mistake there for Hyperion, and just kind of their mismanagement of the ult economy the whole way through. It just felt like they were never able to get, you know, good fight with clean ultimates off. The enemies always had ultimates to counter them, or at least match it here. Now, granted, it is really hard to still take this point, so you're not out if you're Power Nap. You know, you still have to go all the way through first and all the way through second, so don't count Hyperion out for this one. I like the Echo pick here. I think it'll be pretty good into the Vendetta. Go ahead.
Venom is amazing on this Echo as well. I think it's definitely going. It can definitely work on a map like this once you get past the the openness of once you get past this choke. As Hyperion playing a nice 3-2 split at the moment, or so it seems. The Hunt is in, and Voyant already causing a lot of damage as well with the Vendetta. The high ground's taken by Power Nap, but can they capitalize on it? Can they minimize their mistakes? Maybe make a push, but they're still just waiting in here. Taking a lot of poke at the moment. Not sure what the plan is in place. It looks like they're just gonna engage, but Space just takes a lot of damage and will fall to the poke, as Voyant also falling. And unfortunately, Power Nap, as we feared, waiting too long inside that room. No plan, no rotation made, and Hyperion win the first fight.
Yeah, you cannot die if you're coaching Eggman in there.
Yeah, I mean, this rotation has to be made surely. And now you see the Winston trying to make a bit of a progress in that regard, but it looks like they just want to brute force this. They're not actually trying to flip the map. They just want Hunt to engage and enable him. That's kind of the plan, as he's onto Nexus and to Bubble. Bubble might fall here, but minimal help, but the Wuyang heals are amazing. Pancake, that is a save and a half, because had the Emre fallen, that would have been catastrophic for Hyperion. But Coach falling to the Emre at range. The Hunt is in, but Bubble, amazing damage done to him with the Siphon Blaster, and Hunt is down. And Power Nap unfortunately losing another fight, as they are all over the place at the moment.
Yeah, you're kind of running into, now we have the Voyant on the Freya. You know, I can see that as a plan to Echo, but I think you play what worked. Go play the Genji, in my opinion. That backline's very diveable. For sure. Now this is what we talked about. These ultimates coming up here for Power Nap, and this is what they should be playing for. That Nano Winston with Primal should be their win condition here.
Yeah, now they're going in, and Nexus already falling so low, not having the immortality to work with as he's down. And Space finding Bubble. Hunt was super low there, but will live, and that's huge for Power Nap, because finally they may start to get a push going. Pancake trying to back out with her life, and she does it just about, as more spam down this second point choke. Trying not to let Hyperion through. Babayato though is Ramatra, so he will live through 6 billion damage as he's on Eggman, but Eggman will just not fall with that shield up. And the rally comes out from him, as well as Space tries to secure this point with the override protocol, as the Buoyant coach and Hunt contributing to the picks. And Buoyant on the Freya, interestingly. The flex DPS onto the hit scan roll, but it's working out. It's worked out well as Power Nap cap with not much time, but some time in the back.
I like where Coach chose to play that one, playing very safe, playing the far back there. It made it really, really hard for anybody on their team to walk onto him. The Ana was just allowed to free play. Now we're coming up. We see that Hyperion has no ultimates. Where we're coming up on Primal and Bola from the side of Power Nap here. Definitely looks in their favor in terms of ult economy.
Yeah, by a small margin, but the Bola shot obviously use it on 1 or 2 people and get your value, right? Buoyant's probably not gonna want to overthink it, as Hunt is happy to stay on cart as he engages now onto Bubble, and however the Bubble is doing a great job. The Winston Bubble doing an amazing job at blocking the heals. Buoyant with the Bola shot as well, finding Venom before it, and then Coach taking Nexus out. And Pancake falling low as well, as Babayato trying to hold down this point. Hunt is low, but has the heals coming in clutch, as Power Nap will be able to get some cart distance.
Yeah, you gotta farm and get a good copy here. You gotta play for copy and window if you're on the side of Hyperion. It definitely could be winnable here. They're forgetting about cart over here on Power Nap.
Yeah, valuable card progress gone, and Venom though. Whoa, that's smart!
Wow.
Copying the Ana, nading Buoyant, and he's down as Hunt though will trade Pancake out with the Primal, but then Eggman is blasted in the face by Babayato. And with Bubble takes out Coach, although there's picks coming out from the side of Power Nap. Space trying to make things happen. Getting the ramp to half HP, but it's not going to be enough, as Hyperion will just about hold.
I said you needed a good copy. That was a great copy. Sleeping, nading, and killing Voyant there, and then nanoing someone. Well played there from Venom. That won them the fight there, and they're able to outlive the Primal as well. Voyant now onto the Vendetta.
Yeah, hoping to engage and deal immense damage to the clump that Hyperion tend to make, and whoa, and then it seems to be working out immediately as Space and Hunt taking out the backline on the high ground, and Space taking out Nexus, and then Pancake with the override protocol. Babayato falls as well. This is a team kill. Surely there is no way Hyperion can contest this, and Bubble doing everything he can with the protocol, but it's just not going to be enough. Power Nap just comprehensively bursting the people on the high ground to take this map. It is 1-all now, and this series is getting interesting, Weeping.
Yeah, it is 1-1 now, and like I said, don't count Power Nap don't count Power Nap out at all. It's going to be probably a very long series, 2 very good teams going at it, immense players on both teams. We could probably see a Game 7 here. This definitely could go to a Game 7. I personally think there, if you're Hyperion, I think you go back to the Hazard comp there. I think outside of first point, I don't think playing Bram there really was the play. It's hard for you just to contest more space. The Winston's naturally just going to be able to hold more. And you're never really going to be able to walk on that back line. So, well, I think, maybe you go the Hazard there, maybe look D.Va, something that gives you any sort of dive and like mobility there to contest more space. And then just again, kind of like a misplaying of the ult economy. It always felt like they were down, without big plays from something like Venom. having an amazing copy, you're definitely looking at the map being closed out, a lot sooner there. And if there wasn't some, attack, Power Nap found themselves randomly dying there, they would have had a much better attack. I would say both teams need to work on their Emery ults. Both Space and Bubbles. They Emery ult and they go right into the open. You got to play more cover than that. You got to find maybe a flank, maybe somewhere to peek, over the map, some kind of vertical cover on that. Both of them, a lot of them just died with their Emery ult mid air. Also, better movement while you're in the air as well is going to be a huge part of that. I get it can be hard in the moment. You're just trying to think to get it off, but what do we have going for next map? If you have any final thoughts about the map.
Well, and it is definitely a lot of valuable points that you've raised. The Emery ultimates were really, I would say they were very hit and miss. You would see them either get a lot of value from them or no value, and it's really just a matter of like, am I seeing this Emery out in the open and shooting him down? If I am, then like Emery just barely gets any value. But I do agree all as well with the fact that Babayatu probably wants to go back onto that Hazard, because the Ram can work for sure, but I feel like the Hazard into that particular matchup against PowerNap, it just feels like it puts a lot more pressure on the backline is a lot more accessible all of a sudden when you've got that Has with you, and just to take over high grounds as well. Same on Esperanza, I would imagine.
Yeah, I
Assuming
mean,
that Hazard's not banned.
they played kind of a poke comp with Ramattra. Like I just didn't really understand that. Like the backline pick. Like I'm not saying Wing and Bap's bad, but just it's kind of a little like if you're playing Sigma, okay, I understand that. I also found weird picking the Bap with a what's it called? Picking it with an Echo. I do get it though. I believe what was banned. No, Kiri wasn't banned. I definitely could think a Kiri play there would make a lot more sense if you're gonna play the Ram, give you a bit more brawl potential with that, because then you just have one person who can't really heal the Echo there. And I think an Echo was a great part of that like team comp there. It really would help deny a lot of the flanks. It would definitely deny a Genji, deny a Vendetta. Very good for something like that. As we go into the next map, Esperanza, we have I can't read. We have a Brig ban and an Echo ban. And we have Bocek coming in for Nexus. What's your opinions on this next map?
Well, the Brig ban coming out from the side of Hyperion, not wanting to deal with Egg in any manner, because Egg has been playing an unreal Brig at the moment. And then you've got the Echo ban makes sense, although how effective would it really be on Esperanza? Would you rather not just ban maybe the Genji? But I don't blame the ban entirely. I think there's definitely merit to the Echo ban, but it does feel like it does feel like there were at least maybe one or two slightly better choices for PowerNap. But then
I
again,
think if they just would force the Genji.
possibly. Or well, actually, yeah, there's actually merit to that. Thinking of it, most likely PowerNap want to run the Monkey, and they'd probably want to play into the Genji over the Echo, which would make sense. Either way, I'm expecting Venom to be absolutely insane regardless. But how good of a job can PowerNap do in shutting him down? Because now Bocek is back, by the way. So Bocek is a Kiriko player. So Hyperion wanting to run something more standard, Bocek is the guy. He's because we have casted him before, and we know that Bocek is probably he's an extremely consistent flex support player. Like, he just made very few mistakes. He just makes very few mistakes in his games, and really just holds the line down for Hyperion. So a valuable presence, I would say, coming
Yeah,
into Esperanza.
definitely here. Are we waiting for the R?
Yes.
We have an
Speaking
offer
of.
teams. As we head into Esperanza, ladies and gentlemen, the score is 1-all as Hyperion has taken control, and Power Nap's taken hybrid. So now these comps are okay. These nice comps, very nice comps. Nobody wanting to reveal there. Actually going to play. As we wait for this lobby to start, one way or another, and there it is, at last.
There we go.
Yeah.
That might have been Loki, my computer struggling to load in.
Yeah.
I had my random lag spike.
No, I thought my game was glitched, but no, it was really just waiting. It just didn't start the game, so it wasn't actually your PC.
Yeah, okay, good. I live in the middle of nowhere, so Wi-Fi is kind of so-so.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, living in the middle of nowhere, you're trading a little bit of lag spike sometimes from
Yeah.
a better quality of life. So you know, hardly are you to blame. for it.
Anyways, about the compositions.
Hobbs! Wow. Just wow. So the compositions are mirroring, are just a perfect mirror at the moment. The Mauga, Tracer, Emre, Lucio, Kiriko. So running this down on Esperanza. So this is really just about whoever plays this out better mechanically, positionally, and strategically. So we're heading in, and wow. So Babayatu taking his space early though on to his left side of the bot respectively, as the Mauga's trading out damage, but Babayatu already so low. The Cardiac's force from him first, so is the Suzu from Bolchek, and the Pancake is down first to Hunt's Stomp as Babayatu falls soon after. Venom is extremely low, falling to space in the end, and Babayatu falling so low that Power Nap are able to capitalize and they can start pushing.
Wow, what a crazy game of Mauga shooting Mauga. Also, thank you for donated $5 to the American Breast Cancer Foundation. Thank you for your donation.
Well, as Babayatu though, taking this space on the high ground, and already falling super low. The Suzu is out on him as well. He just cannot lift all this pressure. Hunt taking him out first. Pancake falling extremely low again as Hyperion are cornered in the stairs right now. As Bubble falling to space. The Emre diff is very much there. As Space is taking out Venom right after. Space is waking up now, finding these picks as Power Nap getting more and more distance and closer to checkpoint.
Yeah, that was a way too early engage for Babayatu. They said to full advantage that Emre had a good position on high ground. You gotta wait to rotate there. You want your full team playing with you there. You need that Sojourn damage, or, well, it was the Emre. You need that Emre damage onto the Mauga in order to win the mirror here.
Yeah, and Hunt clearly just playing more discipline on the Mauga at the moment, and that has to change. Babayatu needs to be more strategic about where he takes the fights and take them on his team as the Maugas trade damage on the point. And Hunt though, this time, the Mauga that's falling quite low. Space popping the override protocol, but it's clipped down by Venom. That's a beautiful pick as Venom then strikes Venom into Coach. Bolchek takes out Hunt. And with the Kitsune rush from Coach, unfortunately not too much avail. And the cleanup is there, and Hyperion can finally start pushing.
That's the same thing I'm talking about how we used override there. That was way too in the open. You definitely could have even waited, let them walk into your space there, and then waited for later. Let them try to go under the bridge, and then give a override onto them. Oh, we have a, looks like a going top here.
Yeah,
the Mauga's gonna set up on top.
Yeah, top goes Hunt and now drops, grabbing the attention of Babayatu here, and then the cage comes out from Babayatu, but the beat is good from both sides, except Space doesn't quite get it, but he's in no real danger as Bolchek draws first blood. Eggman is down, and the high ground control is, however, more in the favor of Power Nap. but Bolchek will take Voyant out as well. This Kiri coming back in. Bolchek's presence has been dearly missed, hasn't it? As PowerNap forced far back, and now they're gonna stomp in to this mega room. Venom taking out Coach, and Bubble finishing Hunt off as Hyperion are finally waking up.
Definitely not out though, pure power nap here. You just gotta refarm your ultimates, you can cage rush back, and you can still relook to win this. Now we are coming up. This is gonna be a very strong part of the map for the overclock here. I would flip the map if I was Hyperion. Or no, power nap.
Yeah, and it seems that they'll stop them just before the checkpoint. Just before the lead, as Bubble with the OC takes Voyant out first. The Tracer is down. And with the lack of presence in the backline of Hyperion, this may not be a fight that PowerNap can win. The damage being traded out, but Pancake and Bolchek come out on top. Bubble takes out Eggman. And the fight on that small high ground favoring Hyperion as the distance is enlarging.
They do have Cage coming up, and now they're on the Genji. I like the Genji pick here a lot from Voyant.
And Space finds Venom first as well. And Bubble falling very low. Voyant is able to finish that off. Instant impact on that Genji, as he called it. Weeping. And Coach taking out Baba Yetu. And Pancake not able to contest really much longer. And finally PowerNap can stabilize and push.
Yo, who keeps spraying Apache Mario on the ground? Stop doing that.
Space, I think.
Duh. I mean, any space he finds.
Where's the number one space fan in chat? Oh, there's no one space fan in chat.
There's
A lot of ultimates
fans in chat.
on the board here for both teams. It'll be interesting. This will come down to who uses theirs better.
Yeah, and the cage coming out from Baba Yetu again, though. The pulse bomb, well, it's well Suzu'd out. And Hunt, though, finding Venom in the cage unintentionally, basically. But it is good as Coach will finish the kill. And the override protocol from Space is good for zoning. Eggman finds his Lucio dip onto Pancake. And the Maug of Baba Yetu falling super low right now. And PowerNap now are firing back and will be able to get more distance on the bot this time.
Redeem select player care. Voyant? I guess Voyant gets to be on stream now.
Yeah, well, he's having his own duel with Venom in the back. Venom, though, forced out very early the recall. Baba Yetu already falling low. The Suzu's forced out from Bolchek. And Eggman finding Venom in the backline, who couldn't do much with the recall forced out early. It's a good beat from Eggman as well. Voyant taking out Bubble. Voyant taking out Baba Yetu as well. Hunt will find Bolchek as a prize too, and then Pancake and PowerNap looking so strong right now. Hyperion should be able to stop them prior to that, and Bolchek with the Kitsune Rush as Baba Yetu finds Eggman, and is good for it, and they're going to finish these kills onto Voyant, and then Coach. Bubble joining in on the action. Venom will take Space out, and Hunt will just fall off the map to reset as quickly as possible. PowerNap close to taking the lead, but they're still very much in it to win.
Now we come back to the same situation. Now look at the ultimate board. A lot of ultimates here, so who's going to use theirs, you know, both teams have Cage, so who uses theirs slightly better will determine who wins this. Maybe, you know, if you're Hyperion, maybe you try to run it down here because you have lead and force the ults. Never mind.
Yeah, Baba Yetu, though, using his first. Bubble, though, will take out Voyant first, and Bolchek takes out Hunt, and then Bubble gets another pick onto Eggman. Although Venom is traded out. Hang on a second! Space is having his own moment in the backline, but the lack of a tank may mean that Hyperion still wins the fight, but hang on. The fight is the point is the bot has gone so deep in, though. It's an amazing bot push from Pancake that sets PowerNap so far back despite the fight being as crappy as it was.
Oh, that's a big stagger. You got a die point there if you're Baba Yetu.
Yeah. But it's a good push from a good bot push from Pancake, as deep as it went. Even finding 6 more meters after that, actually. So PowerNap still have a long road ahead of them and not much time to work with. And the initiation of the OC from Bubble pops in from the flank, and not quite an Ajax. The beat finding some people, but Venom and Voyant flex DPSs from either sides getting traded out. Space with the override protocol here as PowerNap are pushing bot right now, but Space gets taken out in the open. Hunt though will take Babayatu down. The lack of a tank for Hyperion may be detrimental as Hunt finding 3. Who is Hunt? He is hunting down your team, that's what it is. Bolcheck, what a Suzu though, will live through that. Void though coming in clutch to take Bolcheck out, but the spawn is too near for Hyperion. And
Great
despite
stall
Hunt,
from Venom and Bocek. Wow.
wow, the Suzu from Bocek has saved just about everything. I mean, he dies eventually for it, but living as long as he did, letting his team come back, meaning they didn't lose the lead on that. Now PowerNap will have to stay composed here. Group S5 and take on this fight.
You have both support ultimates.
Yeah, and the Kitsune rushes are exchanged here. Venom, though, will draw first blood onto Voyant with a pulse. Venom then finding Coach and PowerNap. It doesn't look like there's enough fuel left in the tank at all because everybody is dead. And that was so back and forth weeping, but Hyperion ultimately able to clutch up.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, this is, these kind of games like this, you have two really good teams. It's going to come down to how they use their ultimates. I really love the way Squiggly Bubble, have you said their name? Bubble, let's call them. I love the way that they used Overclock. They used it in parts of the map where it's really good. Or like when their team is walking top, they chose to swing wide and they didn't get caught out in the blade at all. And they were able just to shoot a Voyant while Voyant was blading. Really, really good, really smart from there. I think if you're PowerNap, you got to look for, they kept trying to like hard force to walk out top when you know they have cage. You're just asking to get yourself caged and get all the cooldown spammed into you. And you're playing the Genji Mago comp, you want to play fast. You don't want to be taking a lot of poke and trying to play the choke. You got to run out of that choke and go for a deep engage. Try to walk on the Sojourn's position there. Otherwise, the Sojourn is going to play for free. And like there's other times it could have flipped the map. When you're trying to play into the long, after you get the first checkpoint, that's where they that's where like things like Overclock is going to be super strong. So you should probably look to try to flip the map, and they did, and that's ultimately I think what cost them is that early on mistake about halfway. They basically played into the Soj and the Kiri Rush's hands there by choosing to play the long side of the map. I would have just flipped the map. I guess that's kind of a in-depth explanation, but as far as that, what was your takes on that?
Well, it was so back and forth, but I think both teams kind of had their moments where the fight took place somewhere approximately in the middle of the map, and both teams, Hyperion, it started with Hyperion where Pancake just pushed that bot in, and despite the fight being as scrappy as it was, Pancake managed to push it all the way into PowerNap spawn and even got like 6 meters off of it or something. And PowerNap did about the same thing and almost had the fight, but unfortunately not the numbers to finish the players on Hyperion off in time, and that's actually cost them a little bit. The fact that Pancake was able to make that bit of a push. And unfortunately, PowerNap will be kicking themselves a bit, but they've run it really close, and I think they're definitely capable of winning their map pick, whatever is up next, because it is their map pick. So
yeah, I mean, I think just some ultimates used better, and we're looking at a different game. A different winner.
Yeah, because obviously it started off with the mirror at first, but Bubble preferring his comfort pick of the Sojourn, which you can hardly blame him for, because Sojourn's just been in the game for a lot longer, right? So wanting to stick to that Sojourn and doing a brilliant job on it as well. Definitely one of the better performers on that map.
Such a good map too for it. like good map and composition to play it into. You look at why Sojourn is strong on push. Well, she has the mobility to make quick rotations and has that like mid-range damage, which makes her super, super strong. As you can play for the short ranges because there's some corners to play with. She can play for that and farm rail and then swing wide to control the long parts of the map. And then her slide and her quick like mobility to reposition. You can do so much, especially if you get rail. You can quickly reposition. You can take slide off angles. Overclock again is a super strong, super consistent ultimate. And you're playing into Malga, right? You know what's a better pick into Malga than Sojourn?
Yeah, absolutely. Able to farm the able to farm the rails so easily. And can we talk about Bocek as well? Coming in to this
Glitch.
map, his presence was definitely felt already, because how do you stall in the way that he has, and allowed his team to come back into a fight that they had no business winning. It's just incredible work from Bocek as well, coming in as he stays on. So Route 66 it is, and a Malga ban from PowerNap and an Ana ban from Hyperion.
So are we going to see somebody play dive? Or are we going to force poke here? Be interesting to see what the comps are. Now that Sigma can't be banned again, so Sigma's definitely an option back on the board. There could be a potential Domina. You could also try to run a Kirlu dive here. Instead of trying to on a brig. There's a few different options here. I don't think we'll be seeing as much brawl, especially because Malga's banned. Hazard's definitely a very smart pick here. We'll see if Baba Yatu also goes to mirror the Hazard. This is a big risk now from Bubble, picking the Widow here. Now he is on defense, so you can definitely work with it.
He's on attack.
Or on attack, excuse me. My bad. Excuse me, I meant that. On attack, so you can go back into spawn if it doesn't work out.
Yeah. Most likely just a spawn pick attempt. So Baba Yatu is indeed going to mirror the Hazard. Venom opting for the Vendetta here. And Lucio Pyrrhic on both sides, because why change the best backline in the game? And yeah, Bubble going on to the Emre now. So it's surprising that he doesn't go onto the Soldier, because that's where he seems to find a lot of success. But Baba Yatu falling low already. High ground. Hunt will take it back, and the Hazard wall coming in, and Hunt is now on to Baba Yatu's toes here, as Coach will finish him off, and with the tank gone, Hyperion will have to reset pretty fast. And Baba Yatu now opting for the Sigma, so he is going for the Sigma pick now, and it's something definitely quite doable, as he takes point, hoping to poke out the players on the high ground, as Hunt holding down the line. Oh, that's a brilliant wall to block that rock. How smart of a play is that from Hunt, as his presence is definitely fending their backline, but I fear Hunt doesn't have the help, but he's just about come back, the wall ride, but it's not enough, as Pancake will take him out with the Wuyang orbs, the Wuyang balls, and Venom finding space as well. That's a great rock by Baba Yatu onto Egg. Venom finding his trace of diff, and Bubble will finish Culture off, and the Hyperion can get pushing again at last. Unfortunately, Hunt trying to touch here, but will not quite be able to stop the payload. Maybe a close hold possible, maybe not, as Eggman goes down to Bubble. And Venom again finding his Tracer victory onto Voyant. And being an even bigger menace in the backline right now, as the high ground's taken by Hyperion. Pancake does fall though, but Venom finding his pick onto space. And Coach falling super low though up top, as Voyant will trade Bubble out. But it might not be enough, as Hyperion still pushing, although there's definitely numbers from the side of... Oh, that's a good stick by Voyant onto Baba Yatu though. Hunt able to finish Bocek off with a spike guard, And finally, somehow, someway, PowerNap respawn and stabilize. Plenty of ultimates for Hyperion to work with, but Eggman coming on to this, coming online on this beat pretty soon, so it's actually fairly even. And Babayatu though, it's an initiation of the override protocol on both sides, and the downpour though from Hunt is not gonna find anybody, but Bubble is down. A space with the business end of his protocol will find Pancake. Babayatu does take Voyant down though, but Eggman will trade the Tracer right back out as Hunt managing to make Babayatu a bit low, who is kind of stranded and will kill himself with the rock, and PowerNap are able to hold strong.
That's what I was talking about before. I mean, that's a rough override there. Like, you don't have much room to walk out there. You probably should look to go like main there, not the small room. It's such hard to get an override out.
Yeah, from there, I mean, you probably want to use the tech in some way, right? Use the verticality.
Yeah, definitely.
But Venom already falling quite low. But the rush comes out from Coach. Babayatu hoping to make something of this flux. But, oh, Coach, that's a brilliant TP. So Babayatu actually catches nobody as Voyant finds his own stiff this time onto Venom. Coach takes Babayatu down, and the cleanup is there onto Hyperion. An amazing hold so far from PowerNap. But you have ultimates on the side of... So Bocek opting not to match the...
Oh, what is Hunt
Russian
doing here?
Yeah, Hunt holding pretty far out, but he seems to be fine. Drawing a lot of aggro, but he's rocked now. And now Bocek will initiate with his rush, but the beat is there to match. But was it... There's definitely questions for whether that beat was necessary, because it was kited out, and now they've been caught out up top as Bubble draws... As Bubble takes space out, and now the high ground still being held by PowerNap. And Voyant looking for his own moment to strike with a pulse bomb, but Bubble takes Colts down. This engagement coming now as Bubble though managing to live that engage, and Bocek though goes down to Hunt, but Babayatu rocks him down. Space takes out Pancake. It's just not going to be enough though, or is it? Hang on, Voyant does take out Bubble, but Venom though fighting his own set of picks. Voyant is too far from the point to touch. Unfortunately, it's a good dodge with the recall, but unfortunately for them, Hyperion will cap point B with about 2.5 minutes to try and cap C.
Yeah, they had a full kite that when they got early picked. If you're PowerNap there, you gotta full and go back, because you don't get a second fight in there.
Yeah, and Babayatu though strongly on this Sigma, claiming this high ground. Bubble though drawing out his override protocol. Space drawing out his own finish AI, and Bubble is down, finding his own Emre difference and valuable damage. But Babayatu trades Coach out, and that's a good flux, which takes Hunt down.
Wow.
Was too low to live through it, and the rest of PowerNap's kind of forced onto this far side with the Mega in it. Babayatu taking Space down, and the egg, and he's having a field day here with the Sigma right now. The wall is good to help mitigate some damage, but not enough damage to survive. And Voyant may get a touch here, but is it going to be enough? And Space getting taken down on that Sombra. Bocek taking Egg down, and then Babayatu and Venom finding picks of their own. Pancake contributing as well. And Hyperion at second point, stuck for a bit, but managing to come out strong and finish with time on the board.
Yeah, wow. A lot of picks there from both teams, but wow, just getting so much value from Venom there. Absolutely going insane.
Venom and Babayatu having their moments right now. Like Babayatu, the moment he swapped to that Sigma, you could tell just how much really changed. Like the fact that the Sigma is obviously not bannable anymore. So having that in for a map like this isn't Route 66 doesn't have it isn't a particularly long map, but it is escort and escort maps in general. You're going to benefit so much from the Sigma with the shield and the ability to take space and hold positions.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Hunt in that situation, you can't be face tanking all that sig damage. He took a lot of poke. And it's sometimes fine to tank rock for your team and things like that, but you can't be always doing it there. He took a lot of poke damage. You need to be focusing on other targets. Because you'll never kill a Sigma on a Hazard unless he's 1v5ing.
Yeah, and just no shot as Babayato now. The Sigma is going to be even more dangerous on the defense now, you'd imagine. As Bolchek is on the Baptiste, so Bapoyang just going complete poke in essence. As the Hunt opts for the monkey in this lineup and jumps in, but it's already taking a lot of damage, tons of damage. You cannot be face tanking the rock like you've said, Weeping in as Hunt is down and PowerNap's push is already grinding to a halt. Now we go with we have Bubble AFK for a bit here. Okay, he is back as Hunt though already falling, so taking damage in this room with the Mega under the gas station, and
Oh, wow.
Bubble and Venom finding picks of their own. Although Venom goes down to Hunt here, but is it going to be enough for PowerNap to really power through for a push? It doesn't. They're taking the positions here. They just don't have the numbers though. Voyant, Egg, and Hunt trying their best to maybe coordinate and find a pick. It's just not going to be enough. And Hyperion are still holding this point really well.
Yeah, you gotta play slow. Go for a soft engage on Winston and have somebody push cart here. You need Voyant on cart and just focus on getting cart progress and winning with ultimates. As we talked about, taking these hard positions, you usually need ults.
Awful. That is woeful, unfortunately, for Hunt. He's taking too much damage while his team isn't able to really back him up or see him in the first place. So, further staggers for PowerNap. The last thing they want in a situation like this.
Yeah, they can't get frustrated, but they really need to get a support ultimate going here.
Yeah, just not built up to much of anything. And it's a good bubble though to block off the Sigma
There we
rock
go.
at space though, drawing first blood, but Venom will trade out Eggman and then Voyant is down. Coach will take out Venom eventually, but Babayato's Flux is good for the one. Coach and Hunt staying alive, but Coach might not stay alive for long enough. That Suzu is clutch, because Babayato would have taken him out otherwise. And the TP as well. Coach is living extremely long, trying to keep Hunt alive. It's not going to be enough, but Hunt does have the Primal. Is he alone though? He's not. He's got the Lucio and Tracer follow-up. And the Primal looks really good, but he's taken out before he can finish the kills. Even though Pancake goes down as Bubble though. Oh, what a rock onto Voyant.
Wow.
Babayatu, I swear you are not a real person at all. Somehow, some way. Hyperion though, coming out on top in that fight.
Does this guy just sit in like custom games and practices rocks all day? Wow.
I mean, no. Just... How is he hitting these? It doesn't matter, and the best part is he doesn't discriminate between targets at all. Bubble. Oh my god, the proc though, or the stun, rather, like from Hunt, unreal, and he takes Bubble out for it. The beat is out from the side of PowerNap though, which very is able to keep them sustained, and the window coming out from Bolchek, but is it really going to do much of anything? It is. As space is down, losing the Emre might be a little too big of a loss, but Eggman managing to take out Venom. It's a huge pick. Hunt just needs to stay alive if PowerNap out of power through this. Voyant taking out Pancake. And the Flux coming out from Babayatu, which does manage to find Coach. Bolchek finding Eggman just prior. And somehow, how have Hyperion turned this fight around? Because Space is coming in with his override protocol, but out in the open, no match against Bubble's long-range prowess with his own Emre. And despite an amazing rock by Hunt, oh goodness me, the Sigma swap still not proving enough for PowerNap as Hyperion are at match point 3-1.
Yeah, both Sigmas here putting on a demonstration on how to use your rock. Wow.
They really are. They so really are. I mean, Hunt has, mind you, Hunt just swapped to the Sigma as well, managing to stun the Emre out of the ultimate, but unfortunately just kind of cornered and bunkered down below the gas station, but not on their own terms, PowerNap, as getting fluxed and thrown everything at them while they were trapped in that little room. So Hyperion looking extremely strong, playing like a unit here, and they've just got the one map left.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying. Like when they have these hard positions, it's hard to take gas station, right? So the best thing you can do there is, you kind of want to soft engage top, and you really want to build ultimates in order to win that. It's just they have such a strong position. The Sigma controls so much of the map, so does the team, and they did a great job from Hyperion of just playing slow. They played slow, gave times, and then one they had ultimates for when they wanted to walk out of choke, and really from PowerNap they took a long time to build support ultimates, and their support ultimates, it was a pretty rough Kitsune to get out. Really couldn't get a lot of value with it. Besides that, looks like we're coming up on Servasa. Do you have any other notes to add about that map?
There's really, it was just a dominant showing from Hyperion all around. Babietto showing what he can do with the Sigma, just completely free now. And it wouldn't be a surprise if he takes it to Suravasa as well. Obviously, his team doing an amazing job keeping him up, and Venom just doing Venom things, really. But PowerNap, another map pick of theirs, probably not something they'd run the Winston on. Maybe going to opt for the. Maybe they opt for the Maga Mirror again on server.
Ooh, we could see a Malgamir. I wonder if Babietti's going to pull out the Rhine here. We have a Sigma ban and we have an Emre ban. Interesting.
Yeah, so
Space gets off the Emre finally. No more Emre for Space.
hang on. Sigma. Oh, so Sigma was still in the cards to be banned. Okay, so I stand corrected.
Yeah, that might be a Malga comp coming in then.
It is a per team singular ban. So since one team banned it, the other team was still able to.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that is my error, because I actually thought that it was it was PowerNap that banned it instead of Hyperion. So it was Hyperion. It's Hyperion that cannot ban the Sigma again, but now neither can PowerNap, as they've here on Suravasa. The Emre ban coming out from Hyperion actually makes a lot of sense, because Space is clearly, for the most part, playing the better Emre here. Bubble probably hoping to force Space onto a different hit scan, force him onto the Soldier or something, because Bubble probably feeling himself on the Soldier to have the upper hand and carry the fights.
Everybody get your map voting in.
Gamble, guys, gamble.
Though by the time they hear this, it'll probably already be too late. I don't know how long they have to vote versus the playback.
The vote timer is 5 minutes. The delay on stream is 75 seconds.
Heard.
Okay, plenty of time.
I'll be right back. I need a new energy drink.
That's good. Okay, as we are going in now, as the score is currently 3-1 to Odyssey Hyperion. They are one map away from taking Grand Finals victory and securing an Annihilation chip. PowerNap, on the other hand, have 3 more maps left to go, and well, PowerNap will need to be on
Ooh.
top of their game. Oh wow!
EXO Pancake making their DPS debut.
Hang on a second. Oh, wait.
Hang on.
Wait. Pancake on the DPS, Venom on the Wu Yang.
All right, no one here is playing traditional comp, and I love it.
Oh,
Oh,
the
wait a
wrong
minute.
bands. Oh,
Wrong bands. No, I got baited.
Yeah. No, that would have been so exciting though, seeing Venom on the Wu Yang. Come on now. I'm paying for that.
Want to see the EXO Pancake on Junkrat?
Low-key, Junkrat on Suravasa isn't even a terrible pick,
No.
actually. On some points, it can actually work, but might want your dedicated Junkrat player to do that. Whoever the flex DPS is, probably. But
That dog is staring me down for my energy drink.
Why are you drinking an energy drink at 9:30 p.m.?
Because I'm a bit
Do
different.
you have a problem?
Yeah.
Do we need to discuss
Yeah,
Yes.
pass it on to me. It's 2:29 a.m. from right here. Really?
You want energy drink too?
Yeah, of course I do. Well, actually, I might be allergic to them. I'm not sure.
Oh, probably not.
No, I'm. You know what? I'm kind of suspicious because
Oh, happy
They have-
birthday, Bochek.
that is absolutely wonderful. Happy birthday, Bochek. Oh, securing this map win will be epic for Bochek and Hyperion. No better way to celebrate your birthday than winning a grand finals match. As we're headed in, it is indeed a Maga Mirror. And interestingly, PowerNap opting for the double flex DPS lineup. Now, taking angles will be more important than ever. Hunt slamming in, but the Suzu from Bochek is good. Babeatu though, getting taken out first, and then Bubble managing to find the trade-off to Voyant. But with the tank down for Odyssey Hyperion, it may not really matter, but hang on, Eggman down! And Hunt looking to fight out this point. It's just not gonna work despite losing their tank. Hyperion Space managing to find Bubble in the end, but it's just too late. The damage from Bubble has been insane, as Hyperion will cap first. And as we have the team's heading in, Hunt though kind of just going in alone, but the rest of the team was trying to rotate the other way. Coach training Bubble out, but without that tank, surely this isn't winnable. Surely they don't pull a Hyperion here and win the teamfight way. Voyant though, fighting both the supports!
Wow.
Although Coach is down to Venom, Space falling really low. Babeatu gets taken out. Venom doing his own bit of work in the backline, finds 3! Finding Eggman with it, although the flip comes out from Hunt. The tank presence helping out immensely, but Voyant dies in the back. And despite Coach teleporting over to Hunt, he may be forced to give up point. It's a nice boop from Pancake to ensure that Hunt does not touch point again.
Alright, let's
There's
shoot
the
the touch
best
if they have one.
Yeah, I mean,
You sure they do?
should. There. Oh, Voyant trying to touch. Oh, unclear as to who was going to touch. A bit of a miscommunication and a mishap there as the rushes are traded out, and Bochek is having a run of his own. It is a fight that Well, Ultimate's going into it, just not favorable at all for side of Power Nap, as Hyperion establishing control of the point area at the moment.
It's surprising here. I love the composition from Power Nap, but struggling to execute. That's a lot of ults.
Ulting inside of it, Buoyant falling first though, and now the cage coming out from Hunt himself, who's taken out Baba Yato and Bocek. Eggman following up with 2 kills of his own, although Hunt is down. Unfortunately, this is too much of a deficit to cut down even for Venom, who will fall to an execution by Coach, and Power Nap will get the first flip on this map. Point. Although Hyperion though, they've just rotated and taken the point away. It's gonna be detrimental because the Buoyant does not really find anybody power yet. To the really low to Hunt. Venom extremely low as well. Recall is forced as Buoyant harassing this Lucio down, and the overhead is good. And Power Nap will find the flip, but not before a valuable 30% for Hyperion on the board. Coming up on Ultimates, this overclock throw for Hyperion could turn out to be really big. Babiad is falling low again, but Bubble popping the OC Venom though, finding the first pick onto Eggman, and Hyperion with the help of Bocek and Bubble eventually down the line with their own set of picks managed to flip the point again.
Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty good bait into their space there, and you kind of find yourself overextended when you play this hard brawl comp. You just want to play corners. Probably playing on points can be your best option if you're Power Nap.
Yeah, now they're in this enclosed room. They're gonna maybe make some sort of rotation. No, they're just going to brute force it. This trades on the supports from both sides. Venom though taking out Hunt, and without the tank again, Hyperion might just have a field day with this one, but it's a Eggman fighting. Oh, that's a Blossom! That's a Blossoms from space! Oh, that might have been a mistake! That might have been a mistake. You may have been better off shooting the Mauga normally.
Yeah.
Because the lifesteal. Oh, how unfortunate was that? Almost pulling it off, Power Nap, but not quite, as they're staring down the barrel of defeat at the moment.
It can definitely turn this year. They have a few good ultimates. You walk up Cage Vendetta ult this, you definitely be looking at a fight win.
Yeah, and the Kitsune though coming out from Bocek. The Kitsune advantage too good as Space finds Babayatu. The beat though not able to save Buoyant, but Bubble taking out Eggman right after. The beat coming out from Hyperion themselves. Bubble with another railgun shot. Pancake and Venom able to find their own picks, and Hyperion managed to cap point C first. Power Nap cannot go down like this. They need a point. They need something, anything, some sort of purchase. Hunt on this left side. The whole team is rotating left side for Power Nap. Maybe the plan being to burn the Mauga down, but Bubble again with the picks on the coach. Eggman, Bubble, I swear, you
that
cannot
probably
be
won.
serious. That's
That one on the
probably
game there.
That's probably game, set, and match indeed. Bubble, when your team needs you most, just how do you manage to come up with the overclock of your generational, inspirational, as Hunt trying to hunt somebody down with the stomp. Babayhead is falling really low. Venom will drop first blood onto Eggman. Power Nap, they're losing players after players. They don't have that luxury to lose the players that they are. Team kill for Odyssey Hyperion, and Odyssey Hyperion are your T4 champions of annihilation In style as well.
Wow. First off, you have some fans in chat. For you, playback.
Oh, for me.
Yes.
Incendiary.
Incen is my boy. Incen is genuinely my.
Yeah, he says it's my goat playback, and he'd recognize your sweet voice anywhere.
Oh my God, Incen. Nah, he is. Incen, I go way back. Thank you, Incen. Thank you. Hyperion just playing that out. Wow, like that map wasn't even close. Like these have been Power Nap's map picks, and Hyperion have just slammed them right back into the faces of Power Nap. Just unreally played, and Power Nap having one or two bright spots, but just not able to convert. Although some maps were close as well. Like Suravasa wasn't one of them though, because just how insane are you, Bubble? Just are you joking?
Yeah, I do gotta say, I like the composition they came out. I thought they played a really strong composition for this map. I'd say this is one you gotta. I don't know if they didn't practice this enough in scrims, or they need to get it VODed or something. They needed to go in. They needed space to TP behind on Reaper, and then go in with the Maui Stomp engage. They never really did that. There was never a good setup engage. They took way too much poke and all of that. I think a really good comp idea. It's just I didn't think they executed it that well, and they just they frankly let Bubble have way too much room onto that. They lost a poke fight, and then the Tracer would push them when they were down resources.
It's really surprising to me as well, Weeping, that we never saw the Sojourn ban at any point when, despite Bubble clearly using that as a comfort pick, not forcing Bubble into the Emery maybe again, because his space playing the better Emery, but Bubble on this Sojourn looking so unstoppable. I think the ban choices could have been leave much to be desired for Power Nap. It just didn't seem like they really got just letting Bubble run it down was just wow. But Power Nap having come this far as well, I believe they ran it from a lower bracket. They had a lower bracket run of their own, so like overall amazing work from Power Nap to have come this far into the tournament. And even have taken a map as well, right? Like taking the way they played Blizzard World out was beautiful. You'd think that something like an Esperanza could easily have gone their way as well. But just one or two things holding them back a bit. But it was still fairly competitive for the most part. Power Nap doing a pretty amazing job. We've got Voyen absolutely at it with his Genji. I think definitely my honorable mention for the side of Power Nap.
Yeah. Who is it? Voyant?
Voyen, I would say.
Yeah, I'd totally agree. I think Voyant helped them really win there on Blizzard World. And then I thought just some of the plays, especially the Genji, not afraid of the Tracer duel, happy to match any flex that came his way. Did play a lot of heroes though, but it ended up kind of working out. Now here's where the problem: we have to pick MVP. This one's going to be tough.
MVP, so honestly 3 or 4 good candidates from Hyperion, I would say at least. It's such a difficult one to pinpoint.
Everyone played super well, so everybody on Hyperion should be super proud of themselves.
Extremely.
I think I got to give it to Bubble in my opinion. I just
Honestly,
think the way they played Sojourn, they always got value with their ultimate. They were never once entry picked, and they got tons of entry picks themselves.
I would honestly have to agree. Like right, like there were times like you think Bolchek, my God, he clutched up on Esperanza. Baba Yato had an amazing, unreal Route 66, but Bubble overall throughout the maps definitely a very consistent farmer. Oh, and we can't forget Venom always getting picks in the backline though.
Venom too.
Venom
mean,
is such yeah, he doesn't
it's tough.
stop doing what he does.
Everybody played so well. It's tough. It's just splitting hairs. I mean, it could go. In my opinion, it could go either way. I just, especially last map, I think Bubble just absolutely took over.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I would have to agree with that as well. I'm happy to shout Bubble out because just when your team needs you most, like coming in clutch with the overclocks, and honestly, Bubble played Esperanza so well. It's like
Oh yeah,
you know
totally.
the Emery, you're not feeling comfortable in that mirror matchup. So you know what you're thinking, I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna play what I play best, and I know I can play into all of my matchups, however easy or difficult they are, because I know how to play the hero. And he goes in and puts in an unreal display. And like you said, Weeping, really smart overclocks as well. Always coming in from some sort of an angle that's just not easy for that forces a sort of response from the side of PowerNap, and still able to find the picks. So Bubble, a strong shout for MVP. Definitely deserving of the spot. Although
Do we have to do an interview?
I believe there should be an no.
Nope. People say too many
Mm.
inappropriate things on our interviews.
Never mind. We will not be conducting an interview. Everybody, clean
Yeah.
up your behavior.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
maybe
behave
next
and
season.
yeah, behave
Give
and
it a
then
try next
maybe
time.
yeah, and then maybe we'll let it.
We will conduct interview etiquette. I don't know. Maybe we come with like pre-listed questions. I don't know.
Yeah, we had those and we still had an N-word dropped on stream, so we don't do interviews
No, we can't be
anymore.
doing. Yeah, okay. We can't be
Oh.
doing that.
It was
We,
if anyone remembers Mamba, we miss him, but he causes chaos on my streams.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
But
Oh, well.
with that, season 6 comes to an end. And signups will drop tomorrow for season 7 because why not?
Wow, it's been an unreal season. I mean, from a personal point of view, I joined right before playoffs were underway, and to everyone in the crowd, and to everyone here in the caster booth with me, Chow, Weeping, it's been an absolute pleasure getting to know you guys. And casting for this league as well. I may have had the most casts despite joining the latest, which would be pretty hilarious. But it's been an absolute pleasure getting to cast our wonderful teams. At least for me in the playoffs, watching everybody's amazing and less amazing moments. The fact that season 6 has come to an end for Annihilation, just little bit hard to deal with the end of this season, to be honest.
Yeah, now we have to wait till what is it, June? We're gonna start up again.
Oh god, yeah. Kind of late, isn't it? But for season 7, everybody make sure to sign up your teams if you are interested in competing in tiers across the board. Join the league so that we can cast you. And so that you're in it for a chance to win a chip and add it to your team's cabinet, to your org's cabinet. Make your org proud, make your family proud as well.
Make your family
Yeah,
proud.
make your family proud. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Make sure to send the Twitch stream to Grandma and Grandpa when you're playing. They'll be happy to support you.
No, they definitely will be. But it's been an absolute pleasure having been a part of Annihilation. It's been an absolute pleasure having you guys watch us throughout the season. Thank you so much for your support, and this has been me. This has been Playback, alongside me, Chow, and Weeping in the mix, and we will see you guys at some point in season 7.
Alright, bye everyone.
Goodbye.